On this episode, we're bringing the Disney magic into your home when you cannot be in the parks. Today is August 22nd, 2023. This is episode 593 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts. Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I'm your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey, guys.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic. If you've not done so already, head over to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join. And if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. If you are planning your next trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World, you did not get the advanced dining reservations that you wanted, do not worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. And yes, this service really does work. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
So today we are talking on how to bring the magic home from Disney, because we are not in the parks for almost 8 weeks, correct?
Yeah. So this is going to sound awful, and we're very thankful that we get to go to the park so much, but it'll be a 7-week period between the last time we were in a Disney park and the next time we go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not going to break the record of visiting every month since we became pass holders. We went last on August 5th. We won't be in a park again at Disney till September 23rd. So we were just thinking like,
but we're gonna go this weekend.
We're
probably going to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna taste the Disney at Disney Springs this weekend and all. We're taking Kaylin and her boyfriend down, and we're staying at Marriott Royal Palms, and so that's gonna be super exciting. But yeah, so recently, if you've checked out the new website at mainstmagic.com, big shout out to Chuck and Amy, who have been a huge part of getting this new website launched.
Yay, thank you.
I can't even say huge. I can say almost all of the part of getting it launched.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely incredible. And Amy is one of our writers now that is writing articles and blogs. And she wrote one about bringing Disney magic home.
Yeah.
Because they have a much longer period between trips than we do, as most people do.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of times you plan your vacation and you go once a year or something like that. And you get the Disney blues when you come home, right? Like, I mean,
100%.
We still do.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, so what do you do to bridge the gap between your Disney trips, whether they're a month apart, 6 months, a year, 5 years? And then it sparked it even more because we did a Wonderland Crew live stream this morning with our Anyone Can Cook segment.
Yes.
So let's start with the first way that you can bring the Disney magic, the Disney parks into your very own home to bridge that gap when you're absolutely just missing being at Disney. What are we starting with?
Cooking.
Yeah.
And first of all, there's multiple cookbooks out there that you can get at Disney while you're there. You can get off Amazon.
Yeah. Ashley Craft's unofficial cooking books are outstanding.
Yep.
We absolutely love hers. We had her on a couple years ago when she first came out with the unofficial guide to cooking at Disney. She is amazing, and her recipes are absolutely spot on.
And it's not just food, it's drink, it's all kinds of stuff. So it's really cool. And with, like Jeremy said earlier, Anyone Can Cook. Jeremy's really, really good at kind of picking things out of a recipe and going, oh, I bet this is in it, I bet that's in it. And then it's nice when you can go online and have these copycat recipes. So Jeremy has decided to do like Anyone Can Cook and bring and recreate a Disney dish. And whether that's like a burger from Three Bridges and it's very simple, but yet he knows what to get and how to do it and everything like that. So this morning we ate recently at Cape May Cafe, and when I had their grits, I was like, holy crap, I think these are Olivia's grits. And they were fantastic. And he looked up a recipe, and there it was. And we made them and had them this morning, and holy moly, they were amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some shrimp, did some sausage with it. So it was, and I love to go to just say Food and Wine.
Mhm.
And it doesn't always have to be specific copycat recipes. It doesn't have to be from Ashley's book or,
Right.
From copycat recipes online. allears.net has a ton of copycat recipes. A lot of the restaurants at Disney, they will actually give you an email.
Yep.
And you can email them and get recipes.
Mm-hmm.
And they but I also like just trying to figure out what's in them and making them our own.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like
and you do a very good job.
when we've
of
done
that.
the Three Bridges signature burger.
Yep.
We didn't have a copycat recipe. We
Nope.
do have some other recipes from Three Bridges, but it was just like, let's figure out how to recreate this for the person at home. That's why we call it Anyone Can Cook.
Yeah.
Because anyone can.
Absolutely.
Not everyone should though,
True.
but sometimes they can.
Yeah.
So cooking, I think, is a big thing, is bringing your favorite things home. Even if it's going to Costco and getting the Brazilian cheese bread.
Oh yeah,
that
we
they
were supposed
sell,
to do
right?
that and do the pesto
I know.
and sour cream
From Skipper Canteen.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be in the future.
Super good.
But just anything like that. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, this sounds horrible. When I buy the Costco pizzas or DiGiorno pizza for the kids
Mhm.
and I take a little bite, it reminds me of Disney because that's what their resort pizza tastes like, is DiGiorno or
That's
Costco.
funny. That's
And
funny.
so just anything you can do to kind of bring that home. So, you have all these different recipes you can get. You can create your own. What's something, now we didn't do it this morning because we were live streaming, so we didn't want extra sound. But one of our biggest things is we listen to a lot of Disney music.
Yes, we do.
So
We have the Disney music on or
Yep.
or movies. I
Yeah.
mean, for one.
Yep.
Like a lot of times lately, Jeremy's just put on these movies and it's things we don't really have to pay attention to. So you can kind of, get to still doing things around the house or whatever you're
Yeah.
doing, and then listen to the movie or the music and then stop and watch every once in a while,
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's kind of just on in the background, and it's like, again, it just brings you to the parks. And we have an episode that we're going to do in the future that we're going to do the top 10 movies you should watch before you go to Walt Disney World. So we won't get
Oh.
too into them, but anything that just makes you think of the parks, like think of some of the IP that is available all at the parks, and that's the kind of movie you want to watch, and it's just going to bring you back. Same with, oh my gosh, there's so many playlists on Spotify.
Oh yeah.
And you can create your own.
And can't you listen to a park? Like
You can
what-
listen to park
yeah,
music.
yeah.
You
yeah.
can go out, so you can go out to YouTube even, and there's even an app, I believe, on the App Store that does the in-room TV display.
Are you serious?
Yes. So
Can we do that?
Well, I'll put it on right now. We should have had the music behind this the whole episode. Maybe I'll add it later. But yeah, so I mean, you can literally go into YouTube and get park music, or
That's
you can
cool.
go to, I think it's Parks Radio online. I believe they have an app as well, and you can listen to the in-park music like you're really there.
Mm-hmm.
So music, movies, cooking are all outstanding. As we sit here and Rhonda is in her Haunted Mansion cardigan,
Mm-hmm.
and she is wearing her Food and Wine shirt,
Mm-hmm.
you can dress the part.
Yep.
You know?
Clothes. Decor is an understatement in our house.
Oh my goodness.
We're I just ordered from
We're getting out of
Chewy.
hand.
I just ordered from Chewy a cat treat and a dog treat jar that like they're opposite colors, or they're the same jar, just different
Yeah.
colors. Super cute. And then I just ordered for it to come a bowl for the dog food, and then a mat as well.
And it's all Disney.
Uh-huh.
If
Uh-huh.
do you think if our house as it is now was picked up and placed within the Orlando area, it could almost be like an Airbnb destination
100%.
for Disney, right?
100%.
Because we now have overflowed to Disney is everywhere.
Yes, it is.
But again, it keeps us, I mean, I look around our office and it makes me think of Disney. It makes me feel at home.
Yeah.
You know, it's now come into our kitchen, to our dining room, to our bedroom. I mean, we have over 14 plush stitches.
You still need to fix that.
that we need to put somewhere.
And you need to do our Stitch bathroom.
I know, we're going to redo our bathroom as Lilo and Stitch. But it's the decor. The more we're actually talking about this, we're crazy people?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, this sounds like crazy people.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
But think about it, okay? Think about it. People who love the beach.
Yeah.
Will decorate rooms or areas in their house
like one
as
or
the
two,
beach.
but not like the whole flipping house.
Maybe. People who love going to Paris might do a room that is decorated like, French and Paris and all of that. So I think it's only crazy.
I think we're
it's
crazy
Disney.
because the way our house looks, whereas like, and maybe because we don't have the kids, and maybe we'll finally
It doesn't look like
Chuck
a
and
home.
Amy.
It looks like a museum.
No, but Chuck and Amy have a lot of it, but it's so tasteful. And
theirs is very tasteful. Ours is not.
Right.
Ours is a Disney character outlet threw up inside of our entire home. Like I have popcorn buckets.
It's just
sitting on side tables because I don't know what else to do with them anymore.
Stupid.
It really is.
You need to do something with them.
But it makes me happy. And that's what this whole thing is about, is just, bringing the parks home to you where, like, I can walk into this office and I sit in it, every day when I'm working, and I can just look around and absolutely love it. And here's the other thing, too, is that a lot of what we do with our decor, a lot of them hold memories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not, now, there are things that, yes, we'll go into home goods. And this is another thing, home goods, TJ Maxx.
Oh my gosh.
Like Target.
And right now, Halloween is at Home Depot and Lowe's, correct?
I think it's more specific to Lowe's.
Anyways,
Spirit Halloween has an entire Haunted Mansion section.
I need to go. I don't need to go.
We're not as much the type, even though we do have a lot of it, where we just walk into a store and say, that has Disney on it, let's buy it. We do a lot of memory-based things. So, like, again, I can look around the office and I can think of things like we have a painting with the three caballeros up on the wall that is from Coronado Springs that our good friend Aaron gave to us. Below that is actually the set of pins during all of the construction of building Grand Destino Tower. They actually had pins that came in a little, what would you call it, like a little jacket thing, folded card that were the three caballeros, and was like, hey, sorry for the noise, but here you go, here's a little gift. The Figment popcorn bucket, the bottles from Galaxy's Edge that are Sprite and Coke. Like, a lot of them bring very, very specific memories. It's not just like, hey, I saw it in the store, let's buy it. My stupid hat from Animal Kingdom Lodge, the straw hat,
oh my gosh,
that I need to wear again.
I know.
But those are the things, is that you can look at these and go back and go, you know what? I remember when I got this Ranker tooth set during the pass holder preview of Galaxy's Edge.
And your fingers
and it was so heavy that I had the bag wrapped around my pinky and my fingers, and I lost feeling in my pinky. And still to this day, 4 years later, I sometimes, it twitches. I lost feeling for like a week in my finger. I'm very glad that you think this is funny, because the thing was so heavy. It's all ceramic. So that's a core memory, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Because when you say it just...
I'm keeping all this in. I'm not
It
editing
makes me
any
laugh.
of this. I know.
Because you'll every once in a while be like, I can't feel my
It's every once in a while I can't feel my pinky. But it's a core memory. I remember back to that day because I did the Ranker tooth beer flight.
Yep.
And then they bring you out a brand new one.
Mm-hmm. It just popped up on our memories.
Because it was August that Galaxy's Edge opened in 2019. So it's twitching right now. So my pain is apparently Rhonda's pleasure there. But yeah, I mean, it's just so neat to have these mementos and this memorabilia from your trips that just help you remember. Another one, we don't do it now because we go so often, but when we were going twice a year, every time I got home, we took a ton of photos. We would use the photo pass and all that.
Mm.
And I would get home and I would upload everything to Shutterfly, and I would create photo albums.
Mm-hmm.
And if we went with just say my parents or your parents, I'd order a couple albums and I'd send one to them. And looking through those albums, or for us, a lot of times, Facebook memories pop up every morning. And it's just super cool to look back at it. And even though you can't be there, you just remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes
Especially
they're
when
hard.
the kids were
Oh
young.
my gosh, when the kids were young.
Yeah.
When those pop up, when I think of seeing Kaylin and Lacey in Disney attire, which right now you couldn't pay them any amount of money to probably wear something with Disney on it. It just brings back a flood of incredible memories of them being younger.
Yep.
So that's one of those, if you have young kids right now, like, I don't want to sound super cliche, but they grow up quick.
Yeah, they do.
And it goes very, very fast.
Yep.
So I love the photo albums, things like that. One of the things, it's been a while since we've played with them across the street, Russell and Claire. What is one of Autumn's favorite things to play that is Disney related?
Bingo.
Yes.
Disney bingo. It's very funny.
It's
very
so
fun. It's been very fun.
Yeah.
She's getting older now. She's in kindergarten, so I think she still likes it.
Yeah.
But it's been a hot minute since we've.
Well, and that set they have, because remember, we looked it up on eBay. Like, you can't find them anymore. It's literally a DVD that you put in. And I'm sure you can find it online or something somewhere. Actually, I think one time we were with them, it might have been at the beach for whatever reason. We looked it up on YouTube, and we actually found it on YouTube. But it's everything from like Disney movie clips to just photos, and you fill out your bingo card, and it's so much fun.
It is fun.
Or, I bet you can look locally wherever you live a lot of times, and you can find trivia contests.
Yeah, I mean,
that are Disney related sometimes.
Maybe not all the time. I mean,
hate when Disney trivia pops up at a trivia
I just
place,
started to say,
because everybody looks at us.
Yeah.
And if we don't get it right, do you remember the one I got so mad about at our trivia? It was about Galaxy's Edge, I believe, in its opening. And I went afterwards because you said we were wrong. And I went afterwards to the host and I was like, excuse me, sir, I need to talk to you about this. It had something to do with the official opening or whatever. And it wasn't right.
Right.
Their answer was not right. Ours was, and we didn't get points for it because he thought he was right. I was so mad.
Did he? And then it was over.
It was already over. But I went to the end of the night. I was like, look, I just got to say something to you, man.
That's funny.
But you can find things like that. Puzzles.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah. Disney has a whole bunch of stuff that.
Yeah.
Like if you want.
Yeah.
They have they like intense games like the villain things.
Well, what do you play all the time? Does that give you a sense of
Disney Magic
Magic? Yeah. How long have you been playing that for? Straight, every single day?
I don't know. However long it's been started. You have to go back and
You can go look at the iTunes receipts because you buy stuff.
I do. That's the only thing I use.
Yeah.
Well, because I have to have the characters. Right now, I'm kind of frustrated because they have.
Explain it though. What this is, because I know there's a lot. Okay. It's on your iPhone.
It is, and it's kind of dumb, and some people might be like, oh, but I still love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still do it, but there's little quests and there's little things, and I mean, they come with where like Maleficent comes around, and then basically I could set my alarm for every 2 hours or 4 hours or whenever, but I just don't, and I just play it, and then you have all the characters, and we'll get more characters, and they're doing Indiana Jones right now, and it's just fun, and they did the Haunted Mansion, and a lot of those, you can buy for like $15-$20 or something, and you can pretty much.
So it's like a pack, and you get like the characters.
Yeah, sometimes you can, but they have not done that with the Haunted Mansion one with Hatbot Ghost and the Bride. But there's a spooky chest that you can get, but you have to buy with real money. You have to buy, or you can save them up. Diamonds, and I've bought some, and then I've saved some, and I bought 3, and they're 150 diamonds each, and I bought like 3 or 4 chests Doesn't get any. And I'm like,
For-
I'm
for
so
how much-
mad.
How much US dollars does that cost you?
I mean, like technically, like I'm probably, let's see, 240. So if I did 240 diamonds, is for $10.
Okay.
And I think I did 3. So that was $350. Yeah, it was
You
a lot.
sound like a crazy person.
I am.
I know. And I love it. I love you for
But
that. But I see you all the time playing it, and I know it brings you joy, and that's all that matters.
it's just neat because it's all the characters, and it's
Yeah.
just, and it kind of,
And you're like building a park, kind of, right? And
Kind
you're putting
of.
characters in
I
it, or
mean,
like they're not.
the
you're not-
park's
they're not
already
really doing-
there.
Is it like The Sims?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, not at all.
Okay.
And so I did buy, and I haven't played this, and I know Lucy loves the one. It's like Animal Crossing, but it's Disney.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's on the Switch, and she plays that all the time.
Why do we not own this?
We do.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I need Kaylin to teach me. I'm not very good
How to
at
use
it.
the Switch? No, we haven't
No,
played it in a long time.
I've played it. I
Oh.
just, I don't know. There's more
Yeah.
things you have to do, and like Lucy could probably tell you.
But it's a
it's
great
fun.
way. I mean,
it is fun.
In apps in general, do you, because I know I do, and a lot of people do you ever look at My Disney Experience when you're not there just to like see what wait times are?
No, I don't.
I do.
But I know you
Yeah,
do, and
I
I know
do.
other people have.
Or I'll just randomly, like I did it this morning, actually. I think I was laying in bed before you woke up, and I was just like, I wonder what dining reservations are available 30 days from now. Like, we were not going 30 days from now, but I'm like, I wonder what's available. Or I'll look
That's
through
funny.
menus, or I'll
Mhm.
do whatever. I also think that a really great way to bring the Disney magic home is to listen to podcasts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have any that you recommend?
Main Street Magic.
They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one, though.
Yeah. No, there's some other great ones out there. I mean, most people too listen to a handful.
Yeah.
You know, they listen to several.
Right.
So yeah,
I do not.
You can. I know you don't. I don't. I
You used to.
I rarely listen to podcasts at all anymore.
Why is that? Because you're just busy.
Yeah. Well, I'm busy, and when I go on my morning walks, it's like my thinking time. So a lot of times when I do my walks every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I try to get a 10K in every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, walking wise. I used to listen to Fake Doctors, Real Friends, Smart List. I would listen to our podcast, actually. I would listen to The Mouse and More. Love them over there. Adam, our good friend. Of course, Lou Mangello's got a wonderful podcast. There's a lot of great stuff out there. The Diz is the whole reason we started our podcast. And they're getting things back in check. Unfortunately, with some of the things that have gone over there, but yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I now like to use that as like my planning time. I think about what I have to do for the day or the weekend coming up. Like
Okay.
I'll walk tomorrow morning and I'll start to lay out this entire weekend when we go down to Orlando of, all right, here's what we're going to do when we get there.
Right.
Here's this, that, like start to create lists and all in my head. But yeah, there's a lot of great Disney podcasts out there, and nobody should listen to just one, because even like, you know, us, I like our podcast. I think it's pretty good, but that's just you and I.
Right.
You know, what our opinion is or what we say about certain things isn't the end all to be all.
Right.
You know, you can get opinions from a lot of other
100%.
wonderful folks, you know, that are in the parks often. So that's another great way to kind of bring that magic home. But it's one of those things. It's kind of crazy. Like, you think about, and I've said this so many times, like when we're not in Universal, I don't miss Universal.
Right.
When we're not in Disney, I miss Disney. Like, I miss Disney right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be weird. We go September 14th is for my birthday, but we're doing a staycation day at Wilderness
Right.
Lodge. We booked club level, and even I think it was yesterday, I was like, well, should I just book Magic Kingdom and then try and get Tron and we can head over real quick? And I'm like, no, don't. Just focus on the resort that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we don't do that enough. And so, yeah, it's kind of funny to think about that. Like, when you're not at Disney, you just want to bring some of that home,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because everybody's working, everybody's living their life, everybody's got things going on. Why not bring some magic into your life every day? Right?
Absolutely.
Anything we missed, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. That's it.
That's a lot of them. I
feel
mean, that's a
like-
lot of the ways to do it.
Yeah.
We've not been bringing the magic home this weekend, shockingly. I've been bringing the 90s and 2000s homes.
But we went ahead and watched Nightmare Before Christmas today.
Yep.
Because I got my Oogie Boogie tattoo.
Yeah.
And he actually did it more the burlap / the brown.
Yeah.
And green. And I really watched it today. And he's only really green when he sings.
Yeah.
He's the burlap the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So.
And he did, our guy Shane, I mean, he did a ridiculous job on that burlap. Like,
yeah.
It's got the little crosshatch lines in it and stuff. And like, so you're.
Got the red dice.
Yeah. You think you're about 2 sessions away from being done with the sleeve?
Supposedly.
All right.
We'll see.
Then I can get another one?
Mm-hmm.
Yay. I'm going to get Oogie Boogie.
You are?
No.
Okay.
I don't know where to put them anymore. So that's the big issue. But
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You could get some Disney stuff if you like tattoos.
Disney tattoos. I mean, seriously, we can look at our bodies every day and look at our arms and all, and it just brings Disney home. I mean, that's how, enthralled we are. But, and going back, and I know I just mentioned this earlier, like, again, nobody says, oh, that's weird. Those people are beach adults. Those people are, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, nobody goes, those are Universal adults. They're weird. Those are Paris adults. Like, Disney adults gets this like bad connotation, but what's wrong with just loving somewhere and loving something that brings you joy and happiness?
Yeah.
And that's how I think we
feel. That
feel.
is true.
I mean, we still look like insane people when you come into our house, but because of all the stuff, but still, yeah. It is funny. Maybe. Like we start to look at things and well, even like you just mentioned with the treat jars and the bowls, you were like, well, we're thinking of getting new like treat jars because Bucky broke one.
Yep,
he had a rager one night when we were out and we were away at Disney and we had our pet sitter watching and she literally is like, yeah, Bucky had a rager and like smashed the treat bowl because he's a jerk. And Rhonda's like, well, they have Disney ones. Should we get Disney ones? And I'm like, yeah, obviously. Yeah. Why would we not? And our mindset is kind of like, if we're going to replace something in the house, it's probably going to be with a Disney item.
Possibly.
Maybe. But coming soon to you is an Airbnb.
Nah.
So if everybody wants to visit St. Augustine, we got you covered. But thank you all so much for listening. This was actually fun. We didn't say this at the beginning, but we had no notes. We have just been relaxing this weekend because it's a very rare at-home weekend. So we've been sitting around doing nothing.
Which is super nice.
Watching movies.
Yep.
I mean, we went to Friends Friday night. We went out last night to St. Augustine for Tina's birthday. But during the day, we've been doing nothing but sitting around and just watching movies and chilling out and hanging out. And so Ronald's like, we got to record. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing notes. Why don't we talk about bringing Disney magic home and we'll just wing it and see what happens. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully this brought you some good information on how you can bring the magic home. If you want to hear more episodes like this or ones that are potentially better, subscribe so you can get new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. We will be doing some live streaming this coming weekend. We just did the Anyone Can Cook this morning to Wonderland Crew. That is our Patreon group. You can check that out at wonderlandcrew.com. Check out the brand new website, which we are now posting articles, all episodes to, at Main ST Magic. Again, big, huge shout out to Chuck and Amy for helping us out with all of that. Ooh. And then, you're on the internet, so you should go ahead and leave us a rating and review.
Because it helps our show grow.
That's all we've got. We'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.